Hey, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Donna from Tarot to do a quick read for you all. So I pulled out the Light Seers deck, the Thelema deck, and the Radiant Wise deck. Shuffled all of them, and actually I want to see what they have on the bottom. I'm planning to use the Thelema one, but I'm just curious to see what. Okay, so on the bottom of the Light Seers, you have the Justice card. On the bottom of the Radiant Wise, you have the Devil. I don't think we want to use that one. Do we want to? No, I don't. I think I plan to use the Thelema for whatever reason. I feel like it's more of a Pisces deck. I think it's very ethereal, I guess is the best way to describe it. And you have the Six of Pentacles. So let's take a look. I'm going to divide it a couple times here. All right. So on the bottom is the Six of Pentacles. That is a card of showing, it's on the bottom, and it's kind of like the overall feel for the read. That has to do with things being in balance or bringing things into balance. There may be a lack of equal give and take. Someone may be doing more, putting more effort in, maybe paying for more, that kind of thing. So then we see the Two of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Two of Swords is a decision, and it's difficult to make because emotions are clouding your vision. The Knight of Pentacles shows it's kind of like a messenger, or they bring a message, but they say it's the slowest knight in the deck. They'll get there, and they're very reliable, but they take forever to get there. Unlike the Knight of Wands, who gets there very quickly and then leaves quickly. You can't count on them. So the Knight of Pentacles, they take forever to get there, but once they're there to stay. So it's a very dependable knight. And what this shows is I think there's been someone's been feeling like they're doing more, they're putting more effort in. So now there's a feeling of can't decide what to do, to stay or leave, to take back somebody, or not take them back, to go back to someone, not go back. It's very difficult to decide because emotions are clouding things up. In this card, you can see the moon in the background. The moon, I've got my feet propped up. The moon, it represents emotions. So and underneath of that is the Ace of Pentacles. So that would show possibly a new start. Making a decision to make a new start. So you or your person, one of you may be someone who's taking forever to invest. They're very, very cautious, and they want to make absolutely certain that this is a good investment, that they're investing their time and their money and their patience into a relationship that's actually going to last. So they're being very cautious. So they may not be putting as much effort in as you think, unless it's you that's doing that. But someone is not putting as much effort in because they just want to make sure that they're actually going to get out of it what they put into it. They don't want to put in and then have it not last, and then they feel like they've wasted their time and their money and their effort and all that. So it looks like that there is a new start for stability. And I can't help but notice, look at this, Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Typically, Pentacles represent money or material possessions or things of value and worth. So I don't see any cups, but that doesn't necessarily mean there aren't any. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. So at the very top of your read is the Queen of, there it is, Pentacles. So it's all about money and resources. Maybe there's been a disagreement or a breakup over money and resources. Yep, Five of Cups, feeling disappointed in love, and the Magician. So the Queen of Pentacles is financially set. I don't know if that would be you, male or female. I don't know if that would be you. The Queen of Pentacles is the one being, that might represent you, possibly. Having everything, all the material possessions, and having, or at the very least, being more stable than the other person. Even if you feel like you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, you may feel, like you don't have a lot, but maybe the other person thinks that you do. So we have the Five of Cups, the Magician, the Three of Cups, the High Priestess, Seven of Wands, and let's see where else this is going. You get the Three of Wands, that's 2 3s. It does concern me when I see more than 1 3, or if it's like a 4-card reading and one of them is a 3. It kind of puts you on alert, and the only reason is because, and there's another 5, so you have 2 5s. Oh, that shows chaos. 5 of Wands is usually fighting. So I'm wondering if you're feeling disappointed in love because either you feel like this person tried to manipulate you or is trying to manipulate you, or you're trying to manifest happiness, because right now it looks as if you're disappointed in the way things are. Here's the Three of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands. Now, I think there's a lot of, and the High Priestess is it appears to be in the center, so there's lots of secrets. You may feel that the person is not telling you. You may feel like they're being just very secretive and defensive. Maybe they're taking things a lot more casually than you are, and you may wonder if there's another person in the mix, or you may already know that there's something or someone that's affecting the relationship. Whether it could be anything from another person that they're interested in, to some type of addiction, to a well-meaning friend, family member putting in their 2 cents, and well, if I were you, I wouldn't put up with it. Like those people, oh, you shouldn't take that, if I would break up with them, or you don't need that. They might mean well, but they don't always have the whole picture, right? So then down here you have the Three of Wands, the Tower, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So a big shakeup in which you or your person, or maybe both of you, felt like, the other person was your wish fulfillment. Like that was the person that you wished for, you prayed for, that's who you wanted. Then there's fighting and now a waiting to see what's going to happen. So now it's a waiting game. So here's the Seven of Swords. I don't like that. But the Seven of Swords, it can either be sneaky, doing sneaky, shady stuff, or it can be someone, once again, because it's not connected to the High Priestess, but it could be somebody not sharing what they're thinking. They're keeping their thoughts to themselves. They're just not saying what they're thinking. So that's at the top of that. So maybe someone needs to open up. There's another 3. The Star, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. So, man, I feel like there's a lack of someone being emotionally vulnerable and opening up. They're not saying how they feel. They're not saying what they're thinking. They're not really saying much of anything, I don't think. Whereas you, I think, well, there's a need for, and I think I'm thinking you want to work together for things to grow. However, you don't want to feel like you're an option, and you have considered your options. You're looking at the options in front of you, and you are willing to walk away for something more emotionally fulfilling. Who is this King of Cups, though? Is this supposed to represent you or them? Because I'm thinking you're the Queen of Pentacles. If this person is the King of Cups, then they really do want to share love, but they just might absolutely suck at telling you how they feel. And it's got you kind of wigging out. So there needs to be a conversation. You need to have you need to start a conversation, and just be very open and unafraid. I think that's the best thing. That's gonna bring you the best chance of things growing and being happy. Because otherwise it's gonna be it shows the Ten of Swords as the ending card of that. So that's feeling mentally done and stabbed in the back. So you want to have a conversation. Now I'm looking at these and they're in a row. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Lots of swords. Lots of thinking and communication. Swords are both thoughts and communication. As far as signs, they represent Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, in fact, this last card is a Gemini card. So, what is the advice from the universe? Well, I mean, isn't this what you want to strive for? So strive for this, work for this, and work on this. Work on stability. The Four of Wands is awesome, actually. It's one of the marriage cards. So the advice from the universe is to focus on the stability. And I think you need to have a conversation. I don't even know. Where are my Donna's Destiny cards? Okay, this was a die roll, right? Yeah, die roll. So the next one is going to be Leo. But hold 1 second. Let's do the Donna's Destiny cards. Because I did not have them out, or I could easily get to them. Alright, so 6 cards, Donna's Destiny. Blank cards are like wild cards. It means anything is possible. I wonder if I should do 5 cards. I did, for whatever reason, I said, without even thinking about it, I said 5 cards the other. You know what? I just realized something. I wonder if the reason I said 5 cards is because it's like poker. 5-card draw, 5-card stud. So 6 cards, Donna's Destiny. Let's see what they say. Half the time they stir up shit. Go for a joyride. Don't waste your time. Lots of work coming. Make them put in more effort. There it is. They want you to make the first move. What are they, being lazy? Cook them a special meal. All right, well, stop wasting money. All right, it was on the bottom of the deck. So I'm just going to remind you of this because this is what's going on. You need to make them put in more effort. And you need to have a conversation about that. Maybe not accusing, no name calling, no accusing, and just say, I feel this is needed. You don't want to use I and you a lot though in the conversation because it makes people defensive. When the I's and the U's come out a lot, that's when the defensiveness happens. When people get defensive, they shut down and they stop listening. So then they don't hear a thing you say. So that kind of cuts the communication. So if you can find a way to completely disarm them but not let them feel defensive, put them at ease, don't let them feel as if you're attacking them or accusing them of anything, but just let them know how you feel. Because there's got to be equal give and take, or there's going to be animosity, you're going to hold it against them, and then it's just going to go to hell. So, Pisces, make them put in more effort. Leo is next. I love you guys. Thanks again to everybody who's hit like, share, and subscribe. You're awesome. Thank you.